So when you invest in yourself, what's interesting about that is no one can take that away from you eh. No one can remove already the skills that you've learned, the mistakes that you've gotten experience from. That's something that is already yours to keep eh. So it's true that learning costs money, but ignorance will actually cost more and will actually hurt you over the long term. Hey guys, so we're back in Manila. I'll be here for a few days. Maybe by the time you're watching this, I'll most likely be in Vietnam for a crypto conference slash masterclass. And I think that's so important also if you want to grow as an entrepreneur or you want to be a better investor. There's two things that are so important. Number one is you continue to learn, find ways on how you can actually make yourself better, on how you can actually improve or enhance what you already know or what you already have, because you cannot stay stagnant, you cannot stay where you are, and you also need to improve yourself. And I think that's one of the nice things when you go to conferences and seminars and masterclass. You get to hear the thoughts of people who are smarter than you. And if you remember a lot of the videos that I would mention before, you have to be not the smartest person in the room, you have to be also not the richest person in the room, because when you do that, then there's not much growth there also. It's so important that you create an atmosphere or you allow yourself to be a person where there's a lot of growth. You allow yourself also that there's so much that you could also learn from. And for me, I like learning from other people. I like also learning from experiences, but it's nice also to do it in a masterclass setting where it's structured and there could be new ideas that you could actually get from it. This is what I've been doing also from the start. There was a portion already of my budget that was allocated for trainings, seminars, conferences. Of course, they cost money, but what's interesting about that is the things that you could learn from it are massive. There are things that could elevate your business and investments to the next level. What I always look for is what's one idea that could somehow change the way I think, make my life more efficient, or something that I could actually use and implement in what I'm actually doing right now. There's an expectation that you won't know everything, you won't memorize everything, but there are certain things that you can get there, an idea that you can get there that could change your life. I'm just going to the bank to deposit something. Then as I go to the bank and deposit something, I'll continue with this, okay? So I'm done with my banking transactions, off to go to lunch also. And that has been also, by the way, my routine when I'm here, at least when I get to spend time with little Satoshi. So what we do, by the way, with me and my wife is there are days where I'm assigned to really take care of her solo, and this is one of those days. And part of those days when I'm with her is we stay at home, I check the stock market sa Philippine Stock Exchange also in the morning, then do other things, reply to emails, try to check other things that are happening also in crypto, other centralized exchanges, check on them. And then while I'm doing that is I'm sitting in the floor on her mat and then playing with her. So I'm like trying to multitask. The difference now is she's 9 months old. She gets to crawl already. I have to watch her intently, while I'm also doing some stuff. So then normally I'd go out also for lunch. But since I needed to do something at the bank today, I went to the bank. Then after going to the bank, I'm just gonna grab lunch, grab coffee, go home, and then feed her. She has milk prepared at home by my wife, and then I think I'm gonna feed her a bit of solids also. So then I have a meeting in about an hour and a half via Zoom. I'm gonna take that meeting also. So that's what I do also. I try to create a way where it's work-life balance, where I get to enjoy the things that I love to do. I get to not just also enjoy the things that I love to do, but also do the things that I need to do, being responsible, but also fulfill my duties as a father. And what's nice is, since I was in Dubai, I was gone for a couple of days, you get to miss also being with your baby, especially you want to see key milestones. And before I left, yung ngipin niya, show your teeth. Do you want to show your teeth, little Satosh? She had small teeth eh. But when I started to come back, the teeth started to grow already. So I kind of missed that. Then I don't know if you noticed this, but her hair at the back starting to grow also. And I kind of missed portions of that when I was out in Dubai. So by the time you're watching this, I'll be in Vietnam. So I'm gonna miss again portions of that. That's why I enjoy times like this with her. I don't know why I shared that, and I don't know what that has to do with finance, but it's so nice also to get to share bits and pieces also of my life to all of you. Now, back to what I said, it's so important for you to be able to learn. It's so important for you to be able to update and increase the skills that you have also. Of course, when you are a fresh graduate or you really haven't gotten your promotion or you weren't pirated yet to other companies, the budget that you have in terms of what you can spend versus the income that you have is not as big. But I made it a conscious decision already that I wanted to allot a portion of my money for learning, because investing in yourself is more important than other investments that you will ever have. Because every time, don't remove that, don't remove that, don't remove that, don't remove that. This is me juggling being a dad also. So when you invest in yourself, what's interesting about that is no one can take that away from you. No one can remove already the skills that you've learned, the mistakes that you've gotten experience from. That's something that is already yours to keep. So it's true that learning costs money, but ignorance will actually cost more and will actually hurt you over the long term, and will actually hurt you more. I highly implore you that it's okay to allot money for investing, it's okay to allot money for saving, but also allot money for your education, a lot more for you to become better. And what's interesting about that is you can also schedule it in terms of your travels. Don't just look at it as a vacation, that when you go somewhere you're just gonna eat stuff, enjoy stuff, and that's well and good. And what you can do also, so it becomes enjoyable, go to a seminar in a country where you want to be, or timingan nyo to go to the country that you want to go when there's a seminar or conference there. So I think that's one way also to somehow incentivize yourself, that you also get to travel, but not just travel, you get to enjoy and actually do stuff as well. So tip number one, that's highly important for you to grow as a better investor, better entrepreneur, is to spend time in learning, spend time building a way for you to become better and more informed, spend time also and resources so that you can get better in the way you conduct your business and you conduct your investments as well. So as the world is changing, you cannot remain the same, you cannot stay where you are. You just have to keep on evolving, and you just have to make yourself better. And the way you do that is by learning. I'll share to you tip number 2 in a bit. I'll do tip number 2 after I ordered coffee or while in the coffee shop as well. So stay tuned for tip number 2. Hey guys, so I just finished my lunch. It was a very, very quick lunch, and sometimes I do that, especially when I'm just by myself without my wife. It's easier to eat something very quick that you could just eat with a fork very fast, so I could head off and do the other stuff that I need to do, especially now that I have a meeting in the next hour and 15 minutes. So I have to be very, very fast because I'm gonna get coffee, and after getting coffee I'm gonna feed her with milk. What my wife does is she has like breast milk that we freeze, and then it's in the ref or in the freezer, then we put it up in the ref, and then after putting it in the ref, thaw it and then heat it, and then that's what she drinks also for lunch. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna feed her maybe some eating crackers, and then hopefully that's enough time to put her to sleep also, so that I can make my meeting as well. So that's how it is, trying to juggle everything out. But I think it's fun. It's amazing to be able to do that, that I get to do the things that I love. I get to also still try as much as possible to be productive, but also spend a lot of time with my daughter, especially that she's growing so fast. I'm not sure if you've noticed it, if you've been watching my videos for quite some time, that she's grown. And I don't want to miss moments like this. I want to spend every moment with her also, and just be like, be there also in key moments of her life also. So number 2 is networking. If number 1 is you need learning, number 2 is you network. Your net worth will be defined also by your network. And it doesn't mean that you have to go to this and that you have to go to mentorship groups, or you need to have a coach to be able to do that. But it's nice to be around people who think like you. It's nice to be around people that have the same interests as you, the same passions as you, for people who believe what you believe, because there's some type of energy also and optimism. It's just different when you're surrounded with people that believe what you believe, that know what you know, and are going within the same direction that you're in also. And I think that's what I like about the conference that I'm going to also. It's not something that's intentional, that I'm purely going there just for people also, but I think it's part of it, that a lot of the people that I somehow get to have work with or do stuff with also right now are people that I've met at some points in my life, that somehow I've became friends with them also, because we have the same values, the same interests, and everything else in between. And I guess that's what I suggest also to all of you, that you start businesses or investments with people that have the same passions as you, the same value systems as you, that believe also in what you believe, because it's hard enough to find people that are okay, that are a match for you as well. But it's nice if you're going also in the same direction, that you agree on also the same things. And I think that would be a very, very good stepping stone for you to be able to build something, is when you build a network. And if you notice it also from people in the crypto space, from Vitalik Buterin and all of the other founders of Ethereum, or even Cardano, or even Polkadot, they all met each other at one point or another, at some conference or another. And I think that's something that makes this very, very interesting also. It's nice to learn on a formal setting, but it's nice to also learn from peers. It's nice to learn from experiences, and it's nice to build relationships with people. And I think that's something that's not underscored enough. I know you've heard me say this in so many videos, but you are the average of the 5 people you text with, you hang out with, the 5 people you spend a lot of time with. You are the average of the 5 YouTube channels that you watch. And it's really true, and that happens also when you network. You are the average of who your network is, and that's how you grow to become a better investor and better entrepreneur, is by surrounding yourself with people who have the same value systems with you, who think like you, who can impart stuff to you, who can make you smarter, who can make you more intelligent, who can make you a better business person. I'll also talk more about my entire experience in Vietnam, but 2 things that will make you a better entrepreneur and investor. Number 1, try to learn, attend formal sessions. Number 2, surround yourself with people or network with people who have the same passions and values as you as well. So I guess that's it for now. I'm trying out this old camera that I've been using before. It's quite heavy, but I'm bringing it to Vietnam. Might as well try it for this video. So I'll put little Satoshi's headband for the ending for the video. So that's it for now. Marvin Germo and little Satoshi. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon. God bless you all.